Hello, you are welcome. Can you tell us your name and where you came from, please?
My name's Kevon and I came from Ireland. I chose Clinicana because I did some research into many different clinics here in Istanbul and in other countries as well.
Okay.
And I found that it seemed that the information you were giving here in Clinicana, the communication was very good. You were very upfront about the facts, all the information I needed about the treatment, something which I didn't quite find with other clinics that I was looking for information. So they might have been more pushy, maybe trying to push me to get this treatment, and maybe promising things that weren't very realistic, you know. So I like this about you, it was more upfront and more honest.
Good, perfect. And why you take the decision to have hair transplant operation?
Well, it's something I had been considering over many years. I had tried different other methods, including minoxidil, is that the name?
Yeah,
And
minoxidil.
some other things like tablets, and I tried finasteride, Propecia.
Yeah.
I found that for different reasons, each one of those didn't really work for me. Maybe minoxidil was awkward to use. And the Propecia I didn't like. Personally found that there were side effects. I didn't like that. And then reading about this, and now that there's FUE treatment, it seems to be a lot more effective than the previous FUT. It's a lot less visible. So I decided that I was interested in it. Of course, then there was the price factor. I thought, no, it's very expensive, and I just thought it wasn't really something that I could afford. Until I found more information about Istanbul, which the prices are a lot more reasonable than in Ireland, of course.
Yeah.
And it made it possible for me to come here and to make this treatment.
And did you have any consultation in Ireland? I mean, did you contact any clinics there, or you think that Istanbul is cheap and at the same time they have high quality for hair transplant?
Yeah, it's true. I actually, in honesty, I didn't actually contact any clinic in Ireland. Probably because I had heard from other people the prices, and personally, it was way out of my price range. I suppose there's the fear that if you go to another country that, you know, you don't know the country, you don't know, maybe there's a language difficulty, or, you know, there's the fear that maybe the quality is not so good. But with all with everything that I've been reading on the internet about Istanbul, I know that there's a very high standard here. Of course, it's important to choose correctly. I think the clinic as well, and it's important to review which place is good. And I did review this place well before I came here. I read a lot of reviews online, very positive reviews, and as I said, the information was very accurate. And because of that, I'm very happy with the decision.
Good, good. And how do you find the hospital? Can you tell us your story or your experience from the beginning?
Mm-hmm. The hospital is amazing. It's it's very clean. It's very modern. It's top of the range. I mean, I can't fault the hospital. And as well as that, you know, communication here is very good. As I said, I personally am dealing with you through English, but I hear other patients here speaking in other languages, and you have people available to communicate with them in different languages as well.
We have translators.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the most important language: Spanish, Italian,
Mm-hmm.
German, French, Romanian, Arabic. Let's say most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Your experience about the procedure here?
Sure. Well, the procedure was very efficient. I started early in the morning. I had a good breakfast, as I was instructed to do beforehand, which is very important now, I see. I came in, everything was very efficient, started early, and I think I was expecting that there would be more pain, but actually it was, apart from just the initial injecting of the local anesthetic, it was very painless, really. It's quite a lengthy procedure, so it does take some of your energy. It does make you tired. I did feel a later in the day I did feel a bit dizzy, but nothing that's, you know, it's to be expected, you know.
Yeah.
That the first day after the procedure I was a little bit groggy and everything, but by the next morning I'm feeling better, rested, and
Good. Good. And how many grafts have you transplanted?
Personally, for me, I got 4,100 grafts.
Oh, that's good.
So I think it's quite a high number.
Yeah, it's a good number.
Yeah.
What do you think about the non-medical services in Clinicana? How do you see? I mean, is it good? Is it as expected? Is it as what we said before you coming to Turkey?
You mean the pre-visit?
Yeah, the non-medical, like hotel transfers.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Stuff.
Again, all of that was very efficient. The pickups were very efficient. There's in the airport, the clinic has a pickup point, which is very efficient. You come out of arrivals, turn left, and there you are. So that's very efficient. Then, as well as that, again, the communication, I had instructions of what to do. Everything was listed, you know, about what I should do before the operation, you know, not to drink alcohol, things like that. And of course, then the hotel is very, very close. It's I got dropped into Clinicana for the blood test for the operation, then transferred down to brought down to the hotel. The hotel is very close, and very close also to the city centre, Taxman Square, at which there's a shuttle bus that brings you into the square if you want. Everything's very efficient, really. I mean, I couldn't ask for more that way.
Oh, okay. Finally, can we talk about the hairline?
Sure.
Do you like the hairline? How you just take decision about this hairline with the doctor, or you was expecting like this hairline?
Yeah, well, the hairline is I think quite similar to how it was before. I had a thinning on the hairline, but there was a vague hairline still left over. So I think they did manage to follow along with this hairline, and the doctors gave me recommendations as well over what should be done. They recommended that I should start with the hairline and work backwards. It will mean that in my personal case I have quite a lot of hair loss in the crown area as well, but it's recommended that I come back for another treatment, for a second treatment for this, instead of doing it all in one go, which is makes sense.
Perfect. And finally, what you would like to say to the other people about your experience in general, and do you recommend others to have hair transplant operation in Clinicana?
Of course. I'm personally very happy with my experience here. I feel that it's been as good and better than I expected. I can't wait to see the results now in the next couple of months and everything as it goes along. And of course, I would definitely recommend Clinicana to anybody. And yeah, so it's.
Thank you very much, and you are welcome again in Clinicana. And looking forward to your pictures every 3 months to make the follow-up, and the last result will be after 1 year. Hopefully, you wanna like it.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.